Do you think AI will have any impact in the world of teaching or insurance?
Oh, for sure, for sure. I'll start with the world of teaching first. I dabbled around a little bit in AI this year with helping to produce some lesson plans, generate some ideas for some things that I may have not, excuse me, thought about, and integrating some new and exciting things into my curriculum with the help of AI. So I'm excited about that part of it. As far as the world of insurance, absolutely. I know that the little bit of reading that I've done with AI and the actuarial science piece of the industry, and maybe helping the agency side out, helping the claims side out. So I know that it's already filtered its way in, and you sort of think about what jobs it may affect or what jobs it may sort of take over. I don't know in entirety, but it's definitely going to affect the insurance industry, pros and cons to all facets that it's going to touch. But
Yeah, so I'd love to hear more about, like you mentioned, your students use it. I'd love to hear
Mhm.
more about that as well as like specifics on like how you used it for lesson planning.
Okay, so I allowed my students to try using AI to generate cover letters this year before mock interviews, and I said they know how to use it. I don't need to teach anybody. They're more savvy than I, but using AI to produce a cover letter when you're a junior or a senior in high school, plugging in a few keywords and letting the technology know that you want to produce a cover letter sometimes yields a document that is far surpasses a junior or senior's vocabulary. Or I said, when you write this, it's going to sound like a rocket scientist wrote it. So use it to get started, to sort of beef up what you want to say so it doesn't sound so cookie cutter. But then you're also going to have to tone it down or tweak it, because when somebody's receiving your cover letter, and it's typically people that are Gen X, maybe they're baby boomers, they're looking for authentic work. And if they're getting a cover letter that sounds like, it's a doctoral thesis, then they know you didn't write it. And I think in that sense, people want to know who you are, what your abilities are. And if you're letting AI generate verbatim, I don't know if that's a good indicator of who you really are. And then using it for lesson plans, I thought it was pretty awesome. We had a teacher at the beginning of last school year go over some different sites that were free and that we could test out to try to produce some lesson plans. And I was pretty excited about it because there were days I like to be authentic and like to put some creativity and change things up each year. But with the help of AI, I was able to produce lesson plans that maybe had some deeper thinking, more critical thinking, problem solving, and ideas that I wouldn't have thought of or didn't have time to, generate on my own. So that was a plus.
So to summarize that it's a great technology. It's not great if you're just like, hey, do my work for me, but
Right.
you have to be authentic and it can really help, save time.
Sure. I
Yeah.
think, yeah, it's going to be a tool again in the education realm, like I mentioned, healthcare. That would take on a whole new, um, a completely different focus in healthcare, and like I said, food production and things of that nature. But as far as education, I think it's a tool that will allow students to be efficient. What worries me, I think, the most is that students may lose their ability to be critical thinkers and problem solvers and communicators. Um, Depends on what they're using it for, but in the sense I talked about, resumes and cover letters, things like that. Um, I just hope that their abilities to do those types of things are not lost, because there are moments in life and sectors of personal lives that require a person to use their mind and their thoughts and not to rely on AI. So